I've been sitting here trying to think of a fun way to start this video, like a fun little jokey way to be like, haha, punchline about the current state of affairs with the PlayStation 5. And maybe it's just because I'm a PC gamer and I'm increasingly cynical with my old age. I'm 28, I'm not old. But I just can't think of one. Because just a few days ago, it was announced that the PlayStation 5 was going to be getting a pretty noticeable price increase in many regions across Europe and Australia and New Zealand. And this almost certainly means there's going to be a price hike in the US as well. We're all bracing ourselves for that because so many of us are just so excited to go buy a PS5. Which, side note, I think it's funny to cite economic hardships and like it's a challenging economic environment as a reason why you're raising the price of a console 5 years into the lifespan. Like, if it's a challenging economic environment and the goal is to make as much money as you can in said challenging economic environment, why are you not dropping the price so you sell more units and get more people in your ecosystem to buy digital goods in your ecosystem on the console that you just made more accessible for them? If the idea is that it's a challenging economic time, why are you not meeting the consumer halfway? That's just my opinion, at least. Like, it's not like the PS5s aren't already here. It's not like the supply doesn't already exist. You already manufactured them, sell them for less money, and then you get more people in the ecosystem for your challenging economics. Anyways, but just a few days ago, Sony jacked up the price of the PS5 in a handful of regions, and they're almost certainly going to be doing it in the US as well. But then yesterday, so like 3 days after they raised the price of the PlayStation 5 itself, they announced they are jacking up the price of PS Plus in Canada, which again is almost certainly going to lead to a US price hike and more global price hike as well. But this one's even stupider than the console price hike. With the console price hike, you can at least make the argument that like, oh, there's physical overhead, there's physical, like, actual putting together of the thing, there's physical parts of the thing that need to be paid for, and those things cost more, so we gotta make the price of the physical thing more. PSN is an unnecessary service to begin with. This is a firewall, a digital firewall that keeps you from accessing your own games and the content that you already paid for. There is no physical overhead, and there is very minimal physical upkeep of PSN, and yet they are jacking up the price of it. There is zero justification for this. Zero. It now costs you, if you're a PlayStation gamer, it now costs you a minimum of $109 Canadian to play your own games online. $109 to play your own games on a console you already paid for, on internet you already paid for, using a console you already paid for. $109 extra to play your own multiplayer games. I openly invite you now to defend this. I am openly inviting you to defend this. Sony is so fucking full of themselves. It's not enough that they charge you for something they shouldn't have to charge you for. That's not enough. Because if you genuinely still think PSN is a necessary payment for your own multiplayer games, you're a fucking moron. I'm tired of trying to be nice and funny about it. You're a fucking moron if you think this is a necessary charge. It has never been a necessary charge. PSN is not supporting the multiplayer game servers. The developers are, and the publishers are. And even if you want to make the argument that PSN is like it's the reason why the multiplayer games work, but they need to pay for the infrastructure. Okay, then why did free-to-play games not require it? If they need it for the infrastructure. If it's so necessary for the infrastructure to be upheld, why do you only have to pay for it for some multiplayer games and not other ones? And why do PC games not have to pay for it at all? Why do mobile games not have to pay for it at all? Why did Nintendo games not have to pay for it at all up until 5 minutes ago? They only charge you to play your own multiplayer games online because you let them get away with it. And because you let them get away with it, you're now paying 109 smackaroos up in Canada if you want to play your own games online. And you bet your fucking bahookie this is coming worldwide. Why wouldn't it be coming worldwide? And again, you can't use the excuse of like, something tariffs, something cost of manufacturing. There is no manufacturing. There is none. It's a digital firewall. There is no physical overhead. There's nothing they have to pay for. They are literally just raising the price of this because they can. So let's just recap here. Let's just recap the PlayStation 5 generation so far. We launched the consoles at $500, right? and then we don't drop the price for 5 years. In fact, we continue to increase the price over 5 years. And in the face of increasing the price of the base model over 5 years, we also release the Pro model for $700 with a disk drive that you pay for separately. We're also going to continuously up the price that you have to pay to play your own games online on the platform that we refuse to make any more affordable or accessible. But okay, you know, Joe, they need all that money. They need all that money to put into the great first-party games. Ah, yes, all the great first-party games of the PS5 generation. There have just been so many bangers. Bangers like Last of Us Faction. Oh. Bangers like the Spider-Man multiplayer game. Oh. Bangers like Twisted Metal. Oh. But I mean, like, you don't want to hear about the live service games that get canceled, right? You want to hear about the great first-party single-player games of Sony. They're charging you out the butthole because they need to fund their single-player games, right? You know, single-player games from the PS5 generation, like Last of Us Part 1 again, and Last of Us Part 2 again, and Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2 again, and Horizon Zero Dawn again, and Days Gone again, and Until Dawn again. I still can't get over the fact that they're actually remastering Days Gone. They canceled Last of Us Factions, and they canceled the Spider-Man game, they canceled Twisted Metal, but they're keeping Days Gone remastered through. That's got to come out. Concord, that had to come out. Marathon, that's got to come out. All that, you know, we put hundreds of millions of dollars into live service games, and then we just had the most confusing filter of all time with our live service games. Like, who is doing the green lighting this generation? Who is doing it? Who is doing it? Why did Concord come out, and why is Marathon coming out? Meanwhile, you've had 3 separate Last of Us re-releases on the PS5 so far, and none of them had any multiplayer of any kind. Who's doing this? Who's greenlighting all this? We released Horizon Zero Dawn remastered, unironically, with a straight face. And then we announced Days Gone remastered, again with a straight face. We did a whole fucking remake of Until Dawn with a totally straight face, absolutely serious. They handed it to you and you were like, this is what you wanted, right? It's like that one meme with the guys. It's like, hey, we want PS5 games. Can we get some PS5 first party and get Days Gone remastered? God, just Sony cannot stop fucking themselves in the face. And then a few days ago, I remember who it was, but it was some former PlayStation big shot saying that Nintendo's at risk of losing their identity. My boy, are you aware of what company you worked for? Where was this attitude 5 minutes ago for your own company? My goodness. Just Sony cannot stop absolutely annihilating themselves this generation. And you can say that they're still doing good this gen. You can say that this is still a successful console generation for them. But at the same time, they are pretty eager to get their games on PC. They are pretty eager to move the PSN ecosystem over to a different platform. So something's going on behind the scenes. Something's not going right. I am so glad I am no longer in the console ecosystem. I am so glad I'm on PC. Like, I don't know what you guys see in this platform anymore. I genuinely don't. You can't even make the argument that it's like, oh, it's just cheaper and simpler, man. I'll give you simpler. Cheaper? No. Do you have any idea what kind of magic I could work for you with this kind of money as a budget for building a PC? Do you have any idea what I could do for you with this kind of money? You can't argue that this is the cheaper option anymore. We have to start treating the PlayStation 5 and the PC as like a one-to-one comparison in terms of what you're getting for your money, because you're spending basically the same amount of money now. So what are you getting for your money between a PS5 and a PC? Well, on the PC, you're getting more games, you're getting better performance, you're getting cheaper games all around, you're getting more peripherals, you're getting free access to your own multiplayer games, you have much better access to PlayStation's own legacy of games. Like, you do realize that the PC has more PlayStation games than the PS5 does, right? Like, by a landslide. Because I have all of the PlayStation games from the previous generations, minus a handful of PS4 exclusives, which are going to be emulated. It's only a matter of time. But on the PS5, what do you have over the PC? Don't say price, because that's not an advantage anymore. What do you have over the PC on the PS5? A more streamlined operating system, I guess? A more streamlined interface? Okay, fucking skill issue. Get used to the Windows interface, and that is no longer a point. What else have you got? Because I think that's it. What, you get first-party games 6-7 months early? With the way things are going right now, and how fast PC ports are being announced, you get to play the first-party games while they're still in beta, basically? This is the single worst console generation I have ever seen, and Sony just keeps making it worse somehow. Every word that comes out of their mouth, every announcement that comes out of their mouth makes me even happier I'm not part of this stupid ecosystem. I don't know what else I have to say. I really don't. I saw this news about the PSN price hike, and I started thinking about all the other things that have come out recently. You know, like the console price hike, the marathon trailer in the face of all the canceled live service games, the third re-release of The Last of Us this console gen and still no factions, the fact that Days Gone Remastered exists at all. Like, if you insist on defending this company wholeheartedly still, just Godspeed. Godspeed, you know? I don't know what you see in it anymore. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't understand it. I have no intention of ever going back. Toodles. Hi, hello. We're doing the thing where I'm out of town for a few days and won't be able to record a Doofus Club shout out until like Wednesday of next week. What day is that? The 23rd, April 23rd is the next time I'll get to record one of these. So here's the Doofus Club shout outs that's going to run until April 23rd, and you guys have until April 23rd to make your names as stupid as humanly possible for the next read. Okay, your homework has been assigned. Let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Kyle Ward 789, Senso Nakage, and on Voila. Hey, it's Maddie Master Killer Joe from Seattle. Has not so big P in The Return of the King, but he's upside down. Not Batman. That's suspicious. Partial Mean 8, Wild Gamer 3001, JG Dusty tickles my toes in the middle of the night. Mole Theme, Binary Deviant, Volksalto, Cloaked Onyx, and Omega, JG Dusty. Hail de Nouveau Pub, Cod Stop It, Codman 4372WX, The Gamer 127YT, Joe if you tried Crap Champions, Father Joe when you joining voice chat, Celarot, Gold Pyrex, Zombie Fan, Alderoth 01, Penguin Piss, Doug Nigsy, Blast 1314, Snake Eyes 327, Devastator 2000, Edge Knight 1789, Raptor 1, It's Gamer Word, Not Gamer World, Get It Right Joey, Saudi Freighter, MK2396E, I'm still in the moat, Joe, help me, please. No, I won't, just swim, use the lessons, we paid for your lessons at the YMCA, swim out of the moat, Henthai, Ex Machina Gamma, Elite Wolf, Fire Hazard 105, Epion 504, Klepto Penguin, Banshee, GWXSS, Doom Kaiju, Rasp the Wolf, Evan Co, Oki Toodles, Tech Gaming, Jungle Zone, Slim Jim, Really Zero, Gaming with Dead People, Bender Fondue, All Games Video, Japanese name I can't read, Max Killer V2 Gaming, Biscuit 1101, PS5 has Infinite Bacon, Horizon Forbidden West Remaster, Pope, Raphael the Rat King, Jessica Shepard, Ricky Spiral, Ricky Tika Tabby, Muskie, Wash Tingle for the first time since I was a kid, it's good, Crewman the Steel Angel, bought 10 subs, now I can't afford to switch to, Sergeant James Bond, Baron Von Vaderham, Cyrus, forgot to change my name, and now I can't afford to fix it, True Texican 940, Joe, improv in this name, okay, use that creative brain, it's the best I got. Fuck yourself for telling me to improv. It's like a joke. You can be like, hey, you're a comedian. Tell a joke right now. And it's like, why did the chicken cross the road? Weed eater. That was a VeggieTales reference. Hinoka's #1 Saudi fan, Creed Warrior 23, Maxichev, Herman's Nintendo Defense Reaction Video Win Chap. Totally Insane Event out of Autry, Black Cobra, Knight of Cypher, Reborn Me with the fan art, ML04. I own 6 copies of Click 2006 on Blu-ray. What the fan art Switch 2 is more of a scam than PS5 Pro. Wolf of Midnight, Stick Rider, Pig Venus, Kev Dog 1992, Steve Wynn Studios, Film Kraken, The Beastums, Own Gaming, Tariq Brown, Thomas Pocan, Hero Culture, Thornscade, Maganex, Severin Evans, Mr. Spawning 03, It's the Catalina freaking Y Mix, Pow Pow, Y Trouble, Donnie Weston, Nick Donegan, Gob Gobson, Rogue Winter 919, Bobby Hinner, Grimsey, Sengoku Rants, Hangman for Hire, Elden the Noble, Frost Crystal, Jimmy Chops, The Biogenesis, Eat in Action, Poppy Pinkus 97, Megan Key, Kush Good, The Scuffus Go, Ghost, Remember to Tell Nintendo, Lower Your Prices, The JoJo 6, Fast Growth, M Tango, Raptor, Tim, The Amazing Blight Man, Blue Hook, Willie, JJ, Schnorlaxon, Show Your Feet, Joe, Don't Be a Pussy, Jody Breeze, Smitty, Worker, Jaegerman, Jensen, Max Lero, Massimo, Mick Advertisements, Diego Garcia, Oblivion Remake is coming, Yahoo! JJ Desi, A. My Kibikins, I American Eddie, Rebel Blood 80, Antoine Horton, Oracle, I Order Pizza from Papa John's, I don't know it's Justin, Rand, Roy, Tooney Wayne, Bloodline, Extreme, The Wolf 7, Joey Scoops, my name is Mud, Joe Taku, Joe licked my feet, now he won't call me back, Ooh-hee, ooh-ha, ting ting, Walla Walla Bing Bang, Remastered, Wannabe, Hobo, Jidge, Westside, Bill at 310 Char, Rob C, I Am Veg, The Groovy Banana, Curtin Allen Spack, The Scrum Master, World's Happiest Shark Hater. Ooh! Why are you hating on sharks? That's fucked up. Okay, Toodles.